Hey everybody, it's the Colts. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's get on up to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. For the call, we bring in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now. Because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man, it's Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
94, Crystal Travel. First down, Charger. Letting you know right now. Go. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
That throw into the arms of Allen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, He can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Melvin Ingram is beginning to come into his own as an outside linebacker. Strong, solid, with an excellent first step.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And we get a quick look at the Chargers starting offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go, D.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
18 Gator. Good job, Colton.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Back to throw here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. This is taken at the 23. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score. After 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now it's the backup block. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are on the board 1st here tonight. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down. down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit him with a screen soon.
Now back to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Illegal off the ball. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Luck now to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Monday. 55, 65, 65.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
3rd and long. It's Luck. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 54 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Luck. And he's got his man on the out route. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Luck now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, it's Luck.
I think they like this drive.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. He's at the 30, 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a charge. TD. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now the Colts moving quickly here in a hurry-up offense. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. They'll set up to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. Looking to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 20-yard touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy.
Let's go!
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what they're...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 72 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. This is Hines. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
Stand up and stop him. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. That's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. Here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he will try, but he can't. He can't escape the end zone. Gordon is taken down, and it's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
General West. Check. 3 down. Ready.
Going to give this time to the tailback. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Here we go.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go, baby. Under 10.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Go. 60 yards. He can't hang. He's not hitting.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
2nd and 11. And the catch made by Hilton. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Open man is Gordon, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That's sacked by the DN, Tanico Autry. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll look to throw here. Got Gordon open, completes it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll drop the throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Going to give this time to the tailback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Chargers now down on the scoreboard. A minute 54 on the clock. They need a touchdown and, of course, the two-point conversion as well.
Here we go. Send over.
Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. He's back to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. Back to throw.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with the football. On first down, Hines. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.